Welcome back, everybody, to another fantabulous episode of Ark Survival Evolved from the Naked Eye Man server. Today's the day we finally get to build the base. The real base, the base of the base. We are ready and prepared. I did a few trips with my birds over to that mountain. You can just barely see the volcano. Got a lot of ore with my current crop, my fleet of birds. I can carry something around 9,000 ore, which translates into 4,500 ingots. So let's load up our Argentop. Let's see if we can walk him down here. Actually, he's probably too big. But let's just try. Yeah, he don't like that. Okay, never mind, Birdie. We will bring things to you in stages. I guess we could use the transfer gun. Or maybe we could use a resource puller. Will that work for you? Let's try. I'm not sure it will. Actually, I have it on me right now. Let's shoot you in the face, bird. No, okay, it does not work. Okay, I didn't expect it to work. Okay, so what do we need to do? We need to load our bird up with some of our metal structures. What we're going to be doing to start off, we shall be making... Oh, that's somebody else. I was going to say a rare wild Tapahara just landed right on my base. And I go, her. I don't know who that is. The names don't display from very long. We can do this kind of thing and try to zoom in on them. Sir Chamomile? So we're going to make that shape out of our metal blocks, and we're going to put some walls around it made out of stone, and then we'll expand it a bit with more metal until it looks nice, and then from there we'll be building up with some dino storage and all that kind of stuff. So let's go ahead. I guess we can grab the gates as well. We're going to need basically all this stuff. I have inside here 2,300 metal, and in every one of my 8 forges, I have 1,000 ore, so that's another 4,000 ingots. And after we run out of that, which we eventually will, I don't know if we will today, but if we eventually will, we'll go get more with my birds. And as I tame more, we'll be able to carry more ore back and forth. Eventually, maybe make a smelting base up there, because the ore and the ingots weigh the same amount, but it takes 2 ore to make 1 ingot. So it will be more efficient to smelt it up there eventually. But this will get us started. I cannot even carry that much. It's too heavy. Okay, we'll carry half. Give you this, give you that. These are the type of back and forth trips that are annoying, that we're hopefully can use the resource puller and the transfer guns more and more efficiently. Okay. All right, so that'll get started. After we get the main shape done, we shall come over here for some stone stuff. We're making a 3x3 square with the triangles on 2 of the sides. And the place I have decided for my base is going to be right on the other side of this waterfall. My original spot I wanted to try was, for this base, was that, the edge of the land over there, the, what do you call it, the peninsula? That triangular position, the cliff over there. I was going to put it over there. But that place is way too far from all the materials we'll need to build the stone and the wood. That's kind of an important thing in this game. And my second idea was right there, which is kind of a similar idea. Big tower sticking out on this triangular outthrust of rock. But I think we're going to put it right here. It's going to be pretty close and similar. The only difference is we're going to be... Oh, there's a raptor. We're going to have to go murder him before we start building. The difference is we will be able to place a discrete water pipe into here to irrigate our crops, which will be way up in the air and stuff like that. I really can't stand how ugly it is sometimes, too. Where did that guy go? Did he chase him across water? Cannot stand how ugly it is to have these water pipes be going all over the land, trying to get to the nearest water source. And you can use a rain. Hey, buddy, you're level 50, aren't you? You're about to be level dead. You can use the little... They're like a well. I forget what they're called. But you can make these tanks that collect rainwater. They're okay. They're not great. Alright, so what we're going to do first... We need to clear out all of this stuff, all these resources, away from where the base is going to be. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to place a random base so that none of this stuff is going to respawn. And then I'm going to use my pickaxe instead of my axe because it gathers more thatch and flint from the trees and the rocks, respectively. And that is lighter. And we're just going to basically load up the bird With that stuff, he's going to be our mobile storage and kind of like our build box. And I'm hungry. Okay, and pooping. Of course. Might bring the Therizinosaur over here to make short work of all of these plants. Actually, that would probably be faster to do it that way. And then we could load up the Therizinosaur with all these random materials, because he can hold like 700 pounds. I don't want to leave him here. Mainly because if something attacks us and they run off the cliff, I'm going to have dinos down there. It's going to be a big pain in the butt. But let's go grab that guy and clear out the stuff and then start building. It's going to be some really finicky stuff. So basically, I'm going to do it off camera. I'm going to show you when I get it right, because it's going to be place one thing, place a few others next to it. Is it lined up perfectly? And if not, we have to redo the whole thing. Because once we start building up, we can't really step. All right, so this should be a bit faster. Look, dude's so big he doesn't even have to swim. He can do everything but the stone. I can do the stone myself. So your normal left-click attack with your mouse will take care of the trees in short order. Look at this guy just mowed through all this stuff. It's ridiculous. I really want to get a woolly rhino because you can use a charge attack with them and they just kind of plow through stuff. Am I encumbered? Oh. Oh. 10,000. Did he just... No. He must have already had some. Did I just get 10,000 wood? Okay, we need to make a chest then to store some of this stuff. That's a lot of wood. So let's make a box. It's labeled correctly in this game. It's not a chest, it's a box. Get rid of that. Transfer that back to him. And then, oops. Okay, just whatever. Get off Dino. Come down here and we'll store... Oh, I can't move either, huh? Oh, I thought I gave him this stuff back. Does he not want it because he's encumbered? No. There we go. All right, so we'll put this, like, over here. And I guess we can use the... That's the resource puller gun. I don't have my transfer gun. So I guess we'll do it the old-fashioned way. Oh, gosh, he's so slow. He's so slow. Did I seriously just pick up 10,000 wood? We will need that to build with, so we're going to make use of all the resources we have. Okay, give me that and that. We've got more stuff to knock down anyway. Yeah, put that in there. Yeah, whatever. Just give me all that stuff and the meat. You don't need the meat. He must have had stuff on him previously. There's no way he just harvested 10,000 of that. That was 700 from one tree. Maybe maybe he did. Okay, but then if you hit the C button, he will do this. I guess he's munching with his face. Yeah, it looks like he's biting the plants. And the right click does fiber. Fiber's more useful right now, so I guess we'll do that. But basically, we're just going to clear a spot and try to find the best orientation for that shape that is close to the water, lined up at 90 degrees with the water. Etc., etc. Not too far from the edge. Not too close to the edge. Just right. The Goldilocks spot for our base. Alright, did a few attempts, and I think that looks pretty good. Eventually, we're going to want a bridge, and the bridge is going to lead directly out of our house. So it needs to be lined up perfectly. If it's a little bit off right here, you'll never notice. But once we start extending stuff, it will become fairly obvious. There's actually, it looks like a straight line there in the waterfall. I don't know if that's the texture of the water has an exact edge, but that's the line that I have lined up all this stuff with. It looks pretty good. Now we just need to build it out so that it is the shape we need and the height. There's no ground poking up out of the bottom, all that kind of stuff. So let's see. Did I use up all of my foundation? I guess I must have. So let's see. Give me all of them. Give me everyone. We're going to use them right now. We'll put the triangles down as well. And then we can subtract from and move them around. Take off one side and add it to the other until it's lined up and looks lovely. And today, for whatever reason, the foundation blocks are placing nicely. Maybe it's because we're using metal. I just noticed there's because I don't build out of this very often, there's a metal sound when you jump. And it's kind of rusty. I hope that goes away once we paint it. Oh boy, I finally did it. For whatever reason, stacking up all these foundations, particularly if you're combining triangles with squares, it takes forever I don't know what the logic the game is using and the math, I don't know. It is frustrating. After we get beyond this point, we should have a little bit of a better time. The building system is always fairly frustrating, but rewarding when you make something cool. But hopefully we've made it past a major hurdle. That is a lot of metal right there. And I ran out of cementing paste, so we can't actually make any more. But we have enough to at least put the stone sections in and the gate. So let's do that. Let's jump the bird over here, and we will need Mr. Gates. And you know what? First off, what we're going to do, let's put this stuff in the bird. I need to go get some more cementing paste with my froggy. And until we do, I'm just going to use some simple wood ramps so that we can get up the thing. Is it going to let me put the third one down? It did. Because I guess that one was anchored to the ground. Alright, so there's that much. Then we will grab the gate, the door, and for now we are going to use these very large pieces here. Let's see if I'll even be able to move. Can I move? Yes. Okay, we will dump all this weight soon. Uh-oh, can I do this little gap without jumping? I can. I am superhuman. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So the gate needs to go right here. No, wrong button. Wrong button. All right, so ran out of cementing paste. Need to make some more metal walls and metal ceilings and other kinds of stuff so that we can finish detailing the base of our base. So the base. I completely rebuilt this thing, by the way, off camera. So now it looks nicer. It's got multiple ladder points to get up. If you get knocked off, you have to run around some bad guys and that kind of thing. And it's easier to get down to the little taming box without going down to all the way down to the ground. Need to do some more insect murdering with my froggy, who I've decided to name Tater Tot, and I made him some chitin armor with the Pimp My Dino mod, which looks pretty, well, to be honest, it looks pretty pimping. Let's give you a little bit of melee damage. Hop on top of you. We're gonna leave Biscuit there. Go look for some bugs. And how much armor does this thing have? That's the wrong inventory. It's got 75 armor. That's pretty good. The default doesn't have that much nearly at all, although I don't know how useful it's going to be. Really, the only thing in here that's a big hassle is the Capral Sutresses, which they're dangerous because they rip me off of my mouth and hold on to me. So that armor's not going to do too much of anything. Let's see, we should be able to just kill this guy. Maybe we can pay attention to the amount of damage. He's still getting poisoned. No way to avoid that, I don't think. Should be able to handle any kind of snake. I don't think I've fought a Sarco with this guy. Usually just run away from him. The Capros I can kill easily enough if they don't rip me off my mouth. Sometimes even if they do. Okay, so corpses attract bugs if there's any in the area. And perhaps there's not in the area, so we'll just murder him and move on. Get some prime meat, I guess. Oh, okay, I think we found the mother lode. Let's give him the tongue swipe. Okay, let's back up, let them group up. They should all come right for me, I think. Okay, perhaps not. Perhaps I was too swift in my rage. Come on, buddy. It's hard, because you've got to basically point the center of your screen at where the bug is, which means you're looking at your frog's butt. So it's a little bit difficult to aim your tongue out of your frog. Come on, guys. Oh, here we go. Yes? Yes. There we go. There we go. Okay, so we're up to 344. I need probably, I'm going to say, just to be on the safe side, for all the stuff we need to craft, probably want around 2,000. Let's bump up that melee damage just to get that harvest rate up a little bit. Yum, num, num. Okay. The piggies are just kind of in the way, but they should all run away. There's some more of those. There are so much nasty things in this swamp. I just had to run away from a baryonyx and a bunch of crocodiles. The game was freaking out. Okay, we're up to 600. Okay, we're not even close. All right, I think I've been in the swamp long enough. Been here a little bit over one game day. One game day, one game night. Been knocked off of my mount a couple times. Died, I think, maybe once or twice. Managed to survive the Caprosutris attack. And evaded many times. Survived it once, evaded it many times. A couple times, anyway. So we need to head kind of in this general direction. Just looking for extra bugs on the way. They really aren't... Oh, I was just going to say, they're not super common. What do we got here? A bug fiesta. And sometimes they will swarm up on you, and sometimes they don't. I think it's if they have a dead body they want to eat. I don't think they care about each other. I don't think they're community-minded. I don't think they're a hive or a pack or anything like that. But if there's a nearby corpse, they all want it. So they will go after you. Okay, I've got 2,000 cementing paste. That's pretty good. I raided a beaver den, so I got some pearls as well. I don't know what beavers are doing with pearls. Maybe making a necklace or something. That is a baryonyx. What level do you suppose he is? I've been looking out for a nice high-level baryonyx. Oh, but he's coming for us. Okay, never mind. I think my frog might be able to fight him. He's only like level 35. Oh, okay, a little bit of... He causes all kinds of problems because the game is freaking out trying to calculate my frog's jump animation. But that guy's in the way, and there's all sorts of other stuff in the way. I should be able to outswim him for sure. I mean, I am a frog. The only problem is I got a little bit lost. Used to be a bug where your frog would get stuck in the these mangrove trees and bug out, and basically he would just die there because you could never get him free. It would just bug out and he would fly into the sky and stuff. My old series has a video about that. Thank God they fixed that. Where are we? There are Mr. Redwoods. Is baryonyx still after me? The map is not currently working, so I cannot use that to find my way. We can snipe a few more bugs, though. So if you look at the map, it doesn't really show our location. You're just sort of centered there. There's another bug. Where's the other bug go? There he is. And there's something cool I discovered I can do. I want to show you. So if the trees, I guess we have to use actual landmarks. We need to go off in this direction. We want to be to the southwest of those redwood trees. Over in that, way over there. I guess I traveled a pretty long distance. Aha, I see it. Our platform is in sight. Okay, check out what I figured out I could do. Totally did not design this with this in mind, this functionality, but it is super cool that I figured out we could do it. See this little hill I just ran by? We're gonna do a little hoppy hop. Ready? Yoinks! And up we go, right onto the platform. Perfect height, perfect distance, perfect everything. Okay, Tater Tot, let's put you, because we're flying home, let's put you back on passive. You're gonna live on the top of our base with the flyers, because you're super duper special. You brought us a bunch of crap. We don't want this stuff, these odds and ends of berries. But we got 2,000 chitin and 2,500 cementine paste, and we'll take that as well, and that, and that, and that. That'll let us make a whole lot more metal stuff and other odds and ends that require the cementine paste. Let's just dump all that stuff in you. And off we go back to the base to build more base. Alright, so we're back at the base, and there's one more tricky thing to figure out. I was trying to use these triangular roof pieces to add a little bit of a detail. I didn't realize there would be a gap in between the foundations and the roof pieces. Got a nice... Oops, okay. A little bit of lag to jump on the bird. Get back on the bird. Got a nice hexagon action going, and I wanted to have a little bit of detail there. But I'm wondering, and this is why I'm filming right now, are these guys only anchored to this ceiling piece? If we get rid of these, are these things going to crash and burn? I guess let's find out. Make sure our gun is in the right mode. Yeah, okay, so they weren't linked to that at all. The triangular sloped ceiling pieces do not link to the foundations, which means this whole part of the build is kind of flawed. Might be able to fix it if we use some metal walls. Tell you what, let's just to see. Let's grab a normal wall and see if the triangular roof pieces will link to that. Wall. I've got these big walls. I don't have any normal size walls? I guess I only brought over the big ones. Okay. I just want to test it. So let's make one just to see. Okay, we want a wall. S+, please. There we go. Then we'll put the remainder stuff away. We're going to place that just wherever and see if this links up to that. It does. Okay, so what we need to do then is replace those foundation tiles with walls, which is fine because I still haven't made the ones we need to put triangle foundations over there. All right, goodbye. Goodbye. All right, slowly but surely, we're making progress. I don't want your gun. I want this guy. Okay, I want you to be pointed upwards. Now you're attached. Lovely. And then I want you to be not like that. I want, yes, yes. And then you, inverted. Yes. Do as I say. Metal piece. Metal triangle. All right, good. And then I want this guy. Oh, it's going to be exactly like I want. Right there. No, the other way. Pointed the other way. Pointed the other way. I want you, just like that, but over here. Maybe I need to back up some. It is lining up in the proper, like, I want it exactly like that. Just here. Just right here. Hey. Okay, let's run around and try the other side. It's gonna get made, one way or the other. We'll have to replace this side with triangles. Hoppity hoppity, and then we need some of these dudes. Oops, okay, that's wrong. Pick you up. No, down, down, down. There we go. Can you tell where the... Yes, you can definitely tell where the wall starts, and the foundations are no longer foundations. We just have a shell, that's fine, whatever. I wonder, how do we get this to line up properly? What if... Let's try just removing this piece. Why is it doing this on some, but not the others? There we go. Oh, yes. Okay. Now, fill that back in. Fill it back in. Fill it back in. Hey. All right, guys. Well, I think we must bring this video to a close. I'm out of metal. I think I've used over 10,000 metal ingots, 20,000 metal ore making the base so far. We're getting close to being done. I don't have quite enough to finish off this little entry ramp thing. And eventually I will want to make a proper bridge, probably out of metal as well. We'll see. Need some more foundations, need some more pillars. We are basically good to go to start building our real base now that we've built the base. Base is not quite finished, but it's close enough. We'll do that off camera or on a stream or something. What are you doing, buddy? We'll have to deconstruct this guy pretty soon. And this guy, once we have a few levels, we can store our dudes in there. And then eventually we'll get rid of our starter shack here, which turned into a bit of a tower. We're going to have a more proper tower now that we have all this stuff. Looks pretty nice, and a lot of this around the edges I can continue to fiddle with as time goes by, as I think of new and cooler things to add to make it look nice. I do think this entrance ramp thing is going to be pretty cool. And then we can bring our dinosaurs in through here and eventually through the skies with a Quetzalcoatlus or maybe even a giant elevator platform. That's going to do it for this episode, though. There's your last glimpse of our base. See you next time. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave your comments below, etc. Bye-bye.